All right, so I'm out here on this 118.5 acre parcel. This is actually the right of way that I'm walking down right now. You can see the house behind me. There's a house next to the entrance to the right of way. But this is a deeded pathway. It goes all the way through this property, through another property, and then finally at the parcel itself. At one point, it was driveway ready, and most of it still is. There's a couple of washouts, which I'll point out as we get up the hill. This is an absolutely beautiful location. The Welton Falls Road, which is the main road that goes through here, it actually does not go through. It dead ends. And there is several properties out here, but it's not too dense. It's pretty sparsely populated. Great thing is, obviously, there's not a lot of traffic, except people that live here. Anyway, so as I continue to walk up here, it's going to start to climb a little bit. Forgive me, my dog was just playing with some other dogs, so I'm a little out of breath. But anyway, we're going to head up to where it starts to slope up, and I'll catch back up. All right, so we're at the point where it's about to start climbing. You can see that the snow's still pretty heavy here. It's not that bad, but it's, once it's gone, you'll be able to see the ground a little bit better. But this is where it starts to slope. I had my side-by-side up here the other day, got up pretty easily. There is a spot where it dips down pretty good, where a culvert had washed out. Culvert's still there, but it's, it just looks like it's in pretty bad shape. So probably would want to replace that before you refill the road. But yeah, so I'm going to be climbing up the hill here, and I'll stop again when I see something notable. So as you can see, this is Mount Cardigan here. We're looking due west approximately, maybe just slightly to the south. We're at the kind of right at the top. There's a little bit higher up over this way. I'm gonna crawl up that way just a few minutes just to see what I can see, but this is the field. Still cleared out. There's supposed to be a foundation up here somewhere, so I'm gonna try to find that as well. And I think two, actually, according to the survey. And it might be a little tricky with the snow, but you never know. We'll take a look and see. So we're just off to the right of the field here. It's a little bit of an open spot here where the sun's melted the snow away. But you can kind of see through the trees a little bit, and there's plenty of logging trails all throughout the property that, if you wanted to use this for ATVing, dirt biking, horseback riding, I mean, you name it, it'd be fairly simple at this point to, keep these trails tidied up so that they're easy to navigate. But anyway, that's a pretty great feature. The pros and cons to logging a property is that, if they don't do a great job, they clearly did do a great job here. They took a lot of the stumps out. I haven't seen a lot of it yet. So I'm not sure if that's the case everywhere, but as far as I can see here, at least where the trails and the open spaces are, it's fairly well stumped. So anyway, I'm going to look up here and see if I can't find that foundation. One thing I will say about this land is, it's not much for wetlands out here. There's none on the map. Anytime you have a large parcel, there's always going to be opportunities for there to be bowls in the granite underneath the ground, which could, create wetlands. Obviously the ground's a little spongy right now because of all the snow melt, but that's one benefit to, having a lot that's kind of high and slopes in one direction. Anyway, the soils actually look pretty good for the most part as well. So anybody that wants to build a septic, it shouldn't be any issue at all, I don't think. kind of in another open spot here, but you know, it's gonna look a lot different once the once all the trees and foliage starts filling in. But I think it'll be easy to navigate. So you can kind of see this is that little opening I was just in here, and then further on over there is where the bigger opening where we first came in as. But you can kind of see all these little pathways, you know, that go throughout the property. These are just logging trails for the most part. So I wouldn't say they're, you know, road ready, but they do make it easier to navigate through the property for sure. A lot of times what happens with pathways like this is the sweet fern will grow up. It gets a little tricky to push through. But again, it's still early on and should be fairly easy to keep and maintain if you wanted to have these you know, trails just running throughout the property. Here's another stream that cuts through. It's not on the map, but it's probably mostly just runoff, you know, seasonal. But anyway, great little feature my dog loves. He, I don't know how he can stand to be in the water. It seems cold to me, but anyway, he enjoys it. So you can kind of see throughout the property, you know, with just a little bit of clearing, you know, the views would be just absolutely great. They are panoramic up here if you remove enough trees. Cardigan's off this way over here, but we're a little bit too close to these trees over here to see it. But again, some creative clearing, good house location. You could easily wake up to absolutely amazing panoramic views every morning. So kind of walked around quite a bit. It's tough to see a lot. The snow is still pretty thick everywhere. I was kind of hoping it had melted. I was up here, like I said, a couple weeks ago with Chris, and it was pretty tough to get around then. It's still a little bit challenging with the snow. They got a lot more snow over here than we got in Guilford, but anyway, probably in a couple weeks it should be down to just the bare minimum, if not completely melted. We got a lot of warm days ahead of us, but I'll get the side-by-side up here and I'll get all over the property and I'll update the video then. Just wanted you to be able to at least see the property. And so you can't see it super good through the camera, but if you kind of look through the trees, you definitely can see all the mountains around. You know, hills, I think they're technically classified as. Cardigan's obviously a mountain. And again, that's all the way over this way. So it's, you know, 180 degrees of views from this spot here with just, you know, it's going to take some clearing, but not a tremendous amount. And you would have absolutely stunning views of the surrounding hills and mountains. And, you know, a lot of privacy up here. It's absolutely gorgeous property. I love this place. It's, you know, just so open, so easy to navigate. The undergrowth hasn't really come up and taken away those trails yet. You know, somebody had some ambition and wanted to keep them open. Maybe let some of them grow in, keep some of them open. You know, again, great for horseback riding, ATVing, dirt biking, you know, get the side-by-side out, hiking. The current seller was actually considering putting in a couple of ski slopes, using the, you know, the undulation of the land to kind of create a couple, you know, ski down, hike up slopes, which would be a ton of fun and would be probably easy to do in its current condition. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. And again, I will, in probably 2 to 3 weeks, I'm just gonna have to keep checking on the snow here. I'll be able to get up here and kind of add on to this video. May do another one altogether. It's hard to say, but at least now you've seen it, at least with some snow on it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Have an awesome day. Okay, so when you get to this property, you're gonna come down from this direction. There's a little entrance on that side. There's an entrance on this side, and it's just kind of a loop. You'll see a little house right here, and there's a field here, but this is not the entrance here. The actual entrance is just a little bit over this way, right up here, down this little pathway here. You'll see that. Hopefully you'll have a lot less snow when you get here, but anyway, this is how you access the property. You just follow that pathway all the way to the top.